Let's hunt. Hello, it's Draxdenko, and today, the Christmas episode. I have Mike Russell with me to discuss Bob Rivers.
Yeah.
Okay then. A Christmas parody artist. This was recommended by one of our viewers, so thanks for the idea. He was born on July 7th, 1956 in Branford, Connecticut. He actually has a talk show / podcast himself. He no longer makes music, but the music he has made is really good and really funny. I would have loved to get him on the podcast, but I don't have the time to contact him. He was reportedly fired from his first radio job for playing too much Led Zeppelin. Let that sink in. How do you get fired for playing too much Led Zeppelin? One of the greatest bands ever.
Plot twist.
Was it a Christian radio talk show? Was it a Christian radio show? Remember all of the accusations that were made towards Led Zeppelin songs, like the Stairway to Heaven song?
Yes. Just saying, that was the biggest brain fart I have ever had. I had a joke that I was going to make, and I just blanked it the second I tried to make it.
But anyways.
I was going to say, is there even such thing as too much Led Zeppelin?
I don't know. Ask LMFAO. They're ones in the song Party Rock Anthem. No lead in our Zeppelin. They made that line. That was in that song.
I know.
Alright. So, his first album, Twisted Christmas, released in 1988. Now let's get to the questions. Now I know these questions are going to be very new to you.
Yes.
What's the first Bob Rivers song you heard?
The first one that I've ever heard? Walking around in women's underwear. Took me a minute to remember.
Yeah, because I was the one who introduced you to this guy.
Yeah.
And that was the first song I played.
But then again, you also have to remember I'm like Tails in the episode where... What was it that happened? It was an episode of Sonic Boom where Tails got hit in the head by something. And he was like, my head hurts and I have serious short-term memory loss.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, that's kind of how my brain is, unfortunately.
Well, okay. What's your favorite Bob Rivers song?
My favorite one is gotta be the 12 Pains of Christmas.
He's tired of rigging up those damn Christmas lights.
Yup, and I don't blame him. I remember hanging lights with my grandpa when I still lived elsewhere in the state, and let's just say it was never easy. He was the one up on the ladder. I was the one trying to untangle the frickin' lights just so I could actually help him hang them. And it just... At the time, I still didn't know how to untangle a cord. So I was just like flailing my arms around trying to get it undone.
You're like Peter Griffin trying to wrap food.
Unfortunately, yes.
I meant that as like a little bit of a funny insult because to your younger self because you were flailing it around like Peter Griffin trying to get the wrapping paper thing off the saran wrap off the roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't really good at that either.
Do you think question 3. Do you think we'll be invited onto his podcast?
I honestly don't know. There's always a possibility, but then again, it's not entirely it's not entirely possible. At the same time, there's still a chance that it could happen. So I could go either way on that.
I would love to be on his podcast since, we are featuring his name in this podcast because it's a Christmas episode and we're doing it because of his Christmas music.
Yep.
All right. Question 4. If he was still performing, this is a big if because I don't know if he'll ever perform again. If he was still performing, would you see him live?
Yes, 100% yes.
I would too. Just to hear him play Wreck the Malls alive and have him play a bunch of other of his famous parodies. It's like, oh my god.
If he ever did another live show, which I doubt he will, but if he did, I would totally that could be you and I's first concert as friends. Just go to see him.
Yeah. Not like he'll ever perform in Vermont, even though he was, I believe, in Springfield, Vermont for a while. Wasn't he? I think I remember that. Oh, wait. It was something that the viewer said when they told me this stuff.
Huh.
So that just proves that the viewer that we're talking about lives in Vermont, if they know a lot about this stuff.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to say the viewer's name because privacy reasons.
Yeah.
So, because we like to protect people's privacy, which is why we're sponsored by NordVPN. No, not really. But it would be awesome if we were.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
I made a similar joke when I was doing Film Frenzy, because I did an episode on the Sonic movies, and I started it with me doing Sonic's voice. And I did, "Hey guys, the name's Sonic, and I'm here to talk to you today about Raid Shadow Legends." And I couldn't stop laughing. I think the video is actually up on the Film Frenzy channel. If you can find the channel and find that video, I'm pretty sure it's up there. But it's... I put not sponsored in the corner.
Okay, question. Is that show, canceled now?
No, Film Frenzy is not canceled. It will still happen. I will revive... Yeah, episode 3 was the Sonic episode, but no. I will revive Film Frenzy once I actually have the proper stuff to do it at home. But for right now, Film Frenzy as well as the Warp Zone Gaming Podcast are on hiatus, but not done.
Alright, just like this will be on hiatus for a little while until I can get the proper equipment at my house.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Though I would like to say, if you are listening to this, I have been playing a great game recently called Screw Jam. Actually, I just started playing it today. I'm already addicted to the game.
I don't blame you. I have 10,000 games on here. Obviously, an exaggeration, but there are a bunch that I'm addicted to. Let's see. Tomb of the Mask is fun. I just got Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited, which I didn't even know how to mobile port, so that's fun. I have Country Star, Cookie Clicker. I can hear the pops from your game. But no.
I'm sorry. It's a fun game, okay?
I don't blame you. A lot of addicting games.
Just like your shirt, which, by the way, oh my gosh, that is brutal. Okay, you guys can't see his shirt, but he's wearing an Alice Cooper shirt today. And
it's my Feed My Frankenstein shirt, which I actually wore to go see Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie live with my family.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. We can't show anything because we're an audio thing only. We don't do actual video form of our podcast. So yeah, and I think we panned out the runtime pretty well. Yeah,
even though the episode kind of derived from Bob
Rivers.
It kind of derived from him and went off in a completely random direction. But hey, we still answered questions about him, we still talked about him, and that's all that
Also,
matters to me.
Bob Rivers, if you end up seeing this episode, just to let you know, we are free during our breaks and during the during like summer vacation and all that to actually be on your podcast. And we do know that it's family friendly. This is family friendly for the most part until we get out of the other studio we're working in and go to my home studio with this. But we are willing to go onto your podcast if you ever see this.
Yeah, and I mean, we're both musicians, but although I haven't recorded it yet because I haven't found the time to, I do actually have a parody in the works, and I'm probably going to eventually do a parody album of my own, so that would be cool.
And just so you know, even though we're both musicians, I'm the one who's made the most music out of the both of us for some reason.
Yeah, because until now I didn't have the stuff I needed to actually record my songs. Plus, not to mention all of my songs are explicit, except for the one that we're working on. Not gonna expose the name.
Though my Darkness EP is still not ready because there's one song left and we haven't been able to record it.
Sorry.
I'm thinking about just making the beat myself on Band Labs and then just inviting you over so we can both sing it.
I mean,
I'll try to get the best metal I can for it.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
But just so you know, it might be turned into pop punk because I can't actually make metal songs properly. So that's fine, right?
I don't know if I deleted it or not, but I'll have to show you it. I have something that you might be able to use as a basis. Like, I could extend it and we could use it for something, but I've got a pretty good backing track in progress, even though it's solely piano, but we can always change that.
Well, that's enough deriding this from the original topic and
yeah,
and all that. We actually are finished with the episode. You know, I'll probably just put some of Bob Rivers' Christmas parodies in the background while we're talking.
Preferably.
So yeah. So the episode isn't a total bust. I should not have used that phrase. Pause. Oh god. No. Oh gosh. Oh my god.
You can't see me, but the look I'm giving him right now is...
Oh my god, why'd I say it like that? I am turning into Purple Cliff every day. Pokemon YouTuber, by the way. Go subscribe to Purple Cliff, and along with P-Man7 and M&J TV, as they are all funny dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know how this became a shout-out fest, but yeah. And shout out to all the fans, I guess.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mike for being on this episode, even though he's on here on every single episode except for 2 and 3.
Only because I know a lot of music.
Yeah, and the other two didn't really know much about music. So, yeah. See you all in the next episode, which I will have to decide what episode 11 will be. I might actually choose from the comments. Oh, who am I kidding? Nobody comments on these things, except for you. So, peace.
So...